everyone, today it's time for a book haul. So I feel like I haven't done, well, I've just looked at all the books. I feel like I haven't done a haul in a little while, but I might just completely be imagining it. All I know is that these books, they really accumulated over a couple of weeks, so that's maybe also why I feel like it. But yeah, these are all of the books that I bought in the last couple of weeks since my last book haul, and it's once again a wild variety of all kinds of books, ones I've already read, used books, new releases, very old backlist books, everything is in here. So I think we're gonna do two categories: used books and then the new books, which are basically all new releases except for one, but like all of them are anticipated releases, I would say. So I'm just gonna start with the used books. These were actually two separate orders that I made, but I'm just gonna put them both together. So first off, I have And I Darken by Kirsten White. This is a YA fantasy, or like historical fantasy, I think, that I actually had never planned on reading. But then my friend Elise, which is how I pronounce the name, I'm still not sure if that's right, she recommended this to me and she made it sound really, really amazing. I don't have how she described it anymore, but it sounded amazing, and so I was actually really intrigued to pick it up. It was available in the youth store just a couple of days or weeks after she had initially recommended it to me. So here it is, and it's actually really big. I did not expect it to be like so big. It has almost 500 pages and it's like a big hardcover, you know what I mean. So yeah, I still don't really know what to expect. Heard so many mixed things about it, but I'm also really excited. Then I have As I Descended by Robin Talley. This is a retelling, like a female retelling, I'm pretty sure, of Macbeth. Robin Talley is an author that I have heard absolutely mixed things about, and a couple of her books I had on my wish list or on my anticipated releases, and then ended up, deleting them off that because the books had problematic elements. This, as far as I know, has nothing problematic in it. I really like Shakespeare retellings, and I especially like them if they have some queer things to it. So I cannot wait to read this, and I hope it won't disappoint me. And then I have something that does not have a dust jacket, which I'm a little bit sad about, but it is Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Do have to say, was very cheap. When it arrived without the dust jacket, I wasn't mad. I don't care all that much because the spine still looks pretty cool, and who knows, I might end up not even liking this. So yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining when it's a really cheap book. So I didn't say anything about it, but you all know it probably. I just have been wanting to read this for so long, and I'm pretty sure like these three books were all in one order, and I'm pretty sure that was the reason that I actually placed that order, because I've been wanting to read this for so long, and the series just finished, and I'm just interested to see what I think about it. Then I have Wicked Like a Wildfire by Lana Popovich. This is a YA fantasy that, I'm not sure. I know this was one of my anticipated releases, but once again, I do not remember which year. It was a 2017 release, and I was so excited to see this in a used store because, sometimes it takes a little while for these new releases to get on there, but I guess someone didn't want it or someone didn't like it, so that's why it was available. I have completely forgotten what it is about, but I know that I put it on my anticipated list, and then for a little while I wasn't sure if I wanted to read it anymore, but then I heard some people say really good things about it, so that had me intrigued again. So I'm really excited that I got a used copy, and the cover is absolutely gorgeous. Did I check if there's anything on the... No, there's nothing on here, but this color is absolutely amazing. Like, this very well represents like one of my favorite colors, and I really like the kind of like I like just this color scheme. I don't know. So it's definitely gorgeous overall. Then I have Words in Deep Blue by Kath Crowley. This is a YA contemporary, and another one that I have completely forgotten what it's about. I know I requested this on NetGalley but did not get accepted, and when I saw that it was available, I also just bought it without, rereading what it was about. Another one that I was definitely interested in initially, but then also heard good things about and was more excited about it. Of course, a fucking week after this arrived, I spotted it in the library, because that's typical, and the exact same thing, and I cannot, this is so, like, my library does not have a big section for English YA, and then I see this one in the library, And also this one, which I bought in the same order. This is The Scorpion Rules by Erin Bow. I think this is a YA fantasy. I honestly do not know if I even ever knew anything about this. All I know is that a lot of people hate this, but I bought it because it's queer. So that is it. That's all I gotta say about it. Like, I know, like, I think 80% of the people that I know hate this, but queer. And then in that same order, I bought 3 more books that I have already read. I'm so excited. So the first one is the 4th book in the Geek Girl series, All That Glitters. So this means I now officially own all of the Geek Girl books. I have my collection complete. Even though they are not all the same size, I'm just very, very happy I now own all of them. I think All That Glitters was, I don't think this was this my least favorite or the 3rd one? Well, I know this wasn't like one of the ones that I loved, but I just wanted a complete collection of this beautiful, wonderful series that I very, very much love. Like, I think one of them, and it might have been this one, got 3 stars. All the other ones were either 4 or 5 stars. So I truly, truly love this series, and I'm just so excited that I have the whole series now. And then I hate myself. I got the UK copy of A Darker Shade of Magic and A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab, the 1st and 3rd book in the Shades of Magic trilogy, just because I already own A Gathering of Shadows in the UK edition because my friend Laura got it signed for me, and so I thought I would get, you know, the complete trilogy all in the UK not hardcovers, these are paperbacks, so that I could annotate them, which is something that I've been wanting to do for so long, but I was never quite sure how I wanted to do this. I was kind of annoyed with the sticky tabs and my hardcovers because I can't let them phase out, because that would mean that the sticky tabs get like messed up. So yeah, I just wanted to annotate these for a little while, but I also knew I didn't want to do it with my original hardcovers. So I was like, okay, do I get the US hardcovers, or do I just get this set, which I already want anyway, but annotate these? And that's just what I decided to do. I know for some people that would probably still be like blasphemy, but this is just what I decided to do, and I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but I have already bought like highlighters and everything, so I'm definitely ready physically. I'm not sure if I'm ready emotionally, but I cannot wait to, you know, reread all 3. I've never done a full reread of all 3 because there was things to get over after A Conjuring of Light, and I'm not sure if I'm over it, but yeah, I'm just happy that I own the whole trilogy now. And now let's get into the new books that I bought. As I said, most of these are basically new releases, and I guess that kind of tells you how old-ish this book haul is, because the first one I have is Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which came out in the beginning of March, so these are probably books that I accumulated over the last 8 weeks or so. So yeah, this is the 3rd and final book in the Illuminate Files trilogy. I've already read this and I liked it, but I think this series is overrated. I do really love these books. They are really pretty, and I'm definitely glad I own all 3 books in hardcover. Then I got Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. This is a YA contemporary, and this is actually an anticipated release of last year, and I bought this just because I bought a CD on Amazon and I wanted to get rid of the shipping costs, so I wanted to add a book, and I was like, this is one of the books where it's most likely that I will actually read it soon. So here it is. I hopefully will read it in May. I'm very excited. I have not at all like flipped through this, and when people like showed this in their wrap-ups and stuff and were like, and there are illustrations in it, I would always like skip ahead or like not look at it because I don't want to know at all what's gonna come. But I'm very excited because I love these kinds of books. Then I could not help myself. I absolutely had to get a hardcover copy of Ink Mistress by Audrey Colthurst. I read an arc of this in February, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, actually. I read an arc of this earlier this year and absolutely loved it. I loved it so much that it's now one of my favorite books of all time. So, you know, I decided to also pre-order a copy to, first of all, support this book, because pre-orders are a good thing, but also so that I would have a beautiful hardcover copy to stare at. And it's so funny because I never wanted to have a physical copy because initially I didn't like the cover. But now that I love the book, I love everything about this. I also love this map because I think it looks like super professional. I don't know. Then I have Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller. I've been waiting for this for forever. I pre-ordered this in January after I've read Daughter of the Pirate King, and because sometimes pre-orders here are shit, It took forever for this to arrive. And then, of course, it arrived while I was not here. And then it got sent back. So I had to order it again. But now I finally have it in my hands. I actually already read this. I talked about it in my April wrap-up. I really love this. I really love this duology. And I'm so happy I own these books. This one has a map on the end pages. And I really love it. These books are gorgeous. Like, inside and out. I love this duology. This stack. What happened? Anyway, I'm not even done yet. And lastly, I have Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertelli, which is a book that just came out. This is one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and I also already read it in April, so you can also hear my opinions on this in my April wrap-up. But I ended up being a little bit disappointed because I really wanted to love this, and I was kind of sure that it was gonna be at least like a 4.5 stars, but it ended up being a 3 stars. Did I go into it with too high expectations? No, to be honest. I don't think so. I just was not satisfied with how this all went. I still love Leah. She's an amazing character, but everything else I didn't really love. I've said it on Twitter the other day. If I had Book Outlet, like the used books, that's already bad enough. But can you imagine if I had Book Outlet at this point, I would have been suffocated by all of the books that I have. I'm not even sure if I can handle the stack. I'm gonna say this is not okay, but also I'm so happy as always. Like, I just get a little bit shocked every time I see these stacks. I'm just like, what? I don't know what happened. I don't know where this is coming from, and everything is falling apart. Well, I haven't even started trying to stack it, you know, and everything's already falling apart. So that's my life, I guess. I think I'm ready. Are you ready? I don't even want to do it because I laugh about the other booktubers who have these kinds of stacks. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So that's so upsetting. That is so upsetting. I don't know. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it. And now I want to do it. It's fine. It's fine. I can't even reach the books. Okay. I can do this. I don't think oh, there's still one missing. Oh my god. You are kidding. Last time. Oh, my glasses. I almost. Yeah, I'm not. This is not happening. So let me know if any of these books are of particular interest for you. Like, do you want to know my opinion on one of these books that I have not yet read? Or is there one of these books that you really, really love that you would really recommend to me? And yeah, just in general, if you've read any of these books, I want to know and motivate me to read some of these. And yeah, just, this is a mess. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you soon. Bye. This is so scary. I don't understand how some people do this. Das ist so bescheuert, Leute. Oh mein Gott.